Anyway, hey guys, we're back at the ranch, Blackacre Ranch today. So we brought some extra reinforcements. Giddy little kids who are running all over the hay bales. It's amazing how much of a magnet those are, but man, they are just, it's like the golden brick, is it the golden brick road?
Yeah.
Yellow brick road, that's what it is. Yellow brick road, man, they just zigzag across those, and I told them, count for me. Okay, you know, and they're just counting everyone else as a hop. Anyway, so today, one of our goals here, really, I'm not going to go through all the little details because there's a lot of little things that we have to do, but it is just to kind of fix, or not fix, but finish just the pasture. So we've got to touch up the fence, check all the wires, make sure that the T-clips have been put on them correctly. Even that's not correct. So, ugh. And then all that barbed wire that was the old stuff along the fence line, they appear to have just left it. So there's some sections that we've got to go back in and clean it out. But that's mainly my goal right now, is to start working on that and just try and wrap that up as quick as possible. So, yeah.
All right, so let's get to work. Let's go check it out.
Okay. Okay, so this is the familiar view for you guys. We're here at the tanks. And I left the valves open on each, and I was trying to check to see if it actually equalized, and it did equalize. We have 1,500 gallons, my little hot-cold test here, and the sound test, we show 1,500 gallons in each, so that means we have a total of 3,000 gallons. Yeah, it's probably just a hair over 3,000 gallons. I don't know why it took so long. I still think we might check some stuff out and just see if there's any air issues, but it took longer than I thought it would. And maybe I just was impatient last time. But we are equalizing, it is going, so all's good.
All right, so we're setting all the T-post clips. So as we've come along, our south pasture, this was the previous fence height, and we added to bring it up to the 6-foot height. And as we've come along and seen that we've shown before, they didn't bother finishing clipping out our posts. So we're going through and we're adding in all these clips all through the old line. Again, so weird. He didn't bother to finish it, just the top few had the clips. So we've got a nice long line of workers setting the clip and then coming back to the next person and clamping it down, tightening it around it. So we're just starting at this corner right over here. We've got a whole long line to walk and check the T-post clips. It's always nice to have a little helper, huh, Bug? I mean, huh, Chica?
That's the underbox.
Yeah, how those little T-clippies get all connected in there, huh? Hold on, where'd you drop it?
Right in there. Stone pile.
Alright, let's see him retrieve it. Somebody's a lefty.
Don't go any farther.
Oh, it's been retrieved.
My knees are hurting.
Yeah, your knees hurt now, huh?
Mm-hmm.
Come from the back side. There you go.
Good job, dude. All right, we are enjoying some beautiful fall colors. Well, for Texas anyway. Over here. It's a beautiful day. All right, so this barbed wire is pretty far out, so we've got Lorna helping push the wire to the T-post so we can clip it in. Are you strong enough? Are you getting it over there? Yes.
It's hard.
Do you need some help over there?
Yes.
Yeah, it's not just our work they have to check. They have to check all the awesome work of, you know, Billy the fence dude. Let me see, where'd you get hurt? Aw, it stabbed your little palm. How'd you do that?
by the barbed wire.
Yeah, you grabbed it, didn't you? Yeah, it's not nice, is it? Alright, I'm sorry you got hurt. Alright, so we're walking the fence line. This one's between 6 and 7. The brand new the brand new fence that Billy put in. And as I'm walking, I'm checking every T-clip to make sure it's there. And I got to this guy. I was like, what is that? So weird. Okay, so there's some sort of fruit growing on this vine. It's too big to be a grape. It's kind of weird. I don't know. I'm curious. If you guys know what it is, let us know.
And there's one right there. I think.
All right. It does look kind of like a citrus. And so we pulled open the fruit to investigate, see what it is. We found more too.
Looks like Jabba the Hutt pus intestine.
Oh, yum. Thanks for that visual. What do you think that is?
It's probably a seed packet of something we don't want. We're just spreading seeds.
Wow, that's nasty looking actually.
What?
Okay, yeah, that's
Wait, what? What?
just weird because they're seeds and you're just expecting it to look like a citrus fruit, but it doesn't. Alright, we made it to the top of the hill. It's a beautiful day. We're gonna walk back and meet up with everybody and see where else we need to work. Alright, so that was the line we started at that corner.
Yeah.
We turned the corner now to come back this opposite way, and none of these had clips. Now, while they're all working, we parked up at the top of this hill. Pretty steep incline here. And our little bigness, when getting out, even though he knew it was a big drop, unfortunately he twisted his ankle. So he's hanging out, relaxing. I feel like his ankle's doing okay.
Okay guys, these are T-clips. There are different styles of T-clips. You can buy them like Home Depot, Lowe's. These T-clips came with the fence. And they gave us 5 per post. I think each bag holds like 20. Anyway, there's a right way and a wrong way. They probably all work in the end, but the people I've seen online say that there's a right way. So you have yourself about a 90 here, a little bit more, and then you have this weird jut out situation here. So wherever you're at with your line, you post it wherever you want. Come around the back side and you just take that about 90 and you put them loop and you bend this other side over the top. It's really simple. Sometimes people will come up from the bottom and come over and then wrap it up and over. I've seen a number of people say that's the wrong way. It's not a good way to do it. And they say always just put it from the top coming down. So put it top going down, you come over, you just stick a screwdriver, you don't have to buy the special tool, and you just give it a good wrap around. It's latched. You come by with your pliers afterwards. You can see this guy isn't wrapped around very much. And all we're trying to do is secure this barbed wire to the post between wherever we want. So all we do at this point then is get your pliers and wrap it, and you're done. Now it's secured to the post and you don't have to worry about anything. A lot of times people get lazy and they start not wrapping this bottom one. That's what we've been finding on a lot of our posts. Also, they don't wrap this fully. See, these are fully wrapped, but a lot of times they haven't done that. So it's really simple. It's just a modification of that in some ways from wherever you get your T-post clip, but it's just simple. Hook it on the top, wrap the side, do that, and then just come back and crimp it, and you're all done. Just space them however you want. That's it. they make these tools that have a hinge on it that'll swivel. And so you put the little swivel end in and you push it and it wraps the thing around, or you just use a screwdriver. The place of those little tools that are handy for T-post clips or when your line spacing is really short, that you can't get a big screwdriver to wrap around. But anyway, right now I'm just using screwdrivers because our spacing's like 10 inches. It doesn't make a difference.
All right, we've spent a lot of time cleaning up already along this fence line. We're not quite done. And here is brand spanking new gaucho wire. The whole roll spooled. What was left over, I guess, of that line. And here it is dangling all over everywhere, waiting for us to mess up our tires on it. So we've got to gather this up. I bet while they were doing it, it just got lost through the fence and they just left it.
Yay. Sword in the stone.
There, I hear it.
Yeah, they're not gonna.
Okay, so there's extra clips. Well, we can't, if it's already started to break.
I know, but now you're not gonna run over it. Do you want me to just take it all the way off, Jeff?
Okay, so it's been breaking off at the base. Show me the end of that, Nathan. So, yeah, these are some old T-post clips. And so as they're not been clipped into the fence line, we just don't want them breaking off and ending up in the pens with the bison.
These old T-posts are sitting there spaced off the fence, and they're definitely a little ways off the fence. And so we thought we'd just remove them, but they keep snapping off right at the ground level somewhere as we try and wiggle them to get them out. So right now we're gonna hold off on pulling any more out. I just don't want the shard left just at the ground level and have some animal come step on it, mainly my animal. I don't care about the wild ones right now. But so that's the thing that we were trying to do, and maybe why they left them there. I don't know.
Yeah. Show me your large gloves, honey. That's why we bought double extra large, which are kind of loose on you, but larges are not fitting. O.J. Simpson.
All gloves make you sweaty when you put them on.
Goodness!
All right, what are we doing now?
We've got this dip, and they kept the line coming straight across, but they didn't dip. So my kneecap is below the bottom line. We're gonna strap our newfound wire.
Yay!
And we're gonna try and strap it and come across and get something lower.
All right, like the whole animal would just like, they don't even have to hardly crawl. They could just like walk under that.
Now we're not putting a lot of pressure on this. We're not like trying to tighten it like super Herculean or anything like this. But
all right, I've got that one side tied.
ow. Paying attention, Ethan?
You awake?
On a video.
Friendly bush, friendly bush. Another T-post clip?
She can have another in her hand.
Make sure that guy's tight in there too.
Like half on him, maybe.
Little prick. It's not pretty, but I think it works. It's wiggly. They're still gonna have to get some effort to get through that. I don't think they're gonna do that. Hey, by the way, when you're working with barbed wire and you're crunching these things, don't use the one with wire cutters. Use those. Use something like that. Because when you rotate this around after you crimp it, your barbed wire is probably going to be somewhere in here. And it boom pops. Use just regular pliers.
Alright, so we're still working the line. Girls are checking clips. Now as we're here, Nathan noticed that across the way in our neighbor's pasture area, well, on their land, there's a whole mess of our gaucho wire just like thrown over there. It's like, wow. I feel like terrible neighbors. Alright, the other thing we have a problem with, which Sandra and I have done a lot of, Bree's helping out with right now. She found the old barbed wire.
I broke it.
Did you break it?
I like pulled the rubber.
Oh, nice. So
It's like the bush has grown over the barbed
yeah,
wire.
at some
So
point,
it's like underneath.
at some point we have just bolt cuttered it out if we couldn't pull it out. So we'll see. I'll go get gloves and see if I can help pull too. All right, we're trespassing. Nathan's on the other side. So he's here because we still have that crap.
Breezy, you have to grab those.
Besides the extra T-posts, Nathan's gonna go grab that pile of gaucho wire. And a pile of T-posts.
So all of this old wire is like these T-posts, and I think they're just going to snap real quick, especially the way he joined them. So at that point, all of this other wire will come out a lot easier. So once we do the repair, that's when we have to do everything else.
Okay, it's hard to see this old barbed wire because it's just this rusted brown color. But there is a mass pile right here that we gotta kind of clean up. We can't just have barbed wire in our pasture. Even if it's old stuff, I don't care. It's still not good for animals. So we gotta cut this thing out because they just, it was like part of the line. So the line snapped and they just tied it and then left it. Maybe they didn't even tie it. I'm probably wrong.
Can you switch it down any?
Looks like it gets stuck in the dirt.
I don't know if you can open it up wide enough.
I think I can.
Try to get in there. If this dips under the ground, I'm just going to cut it down here.
Okay guys, those are some tidbits or some pieces of useful information when actually doing a fence, a barbed wire fence. So, you know, to review T-clips, make sure they're tight, make sure your spacing's all correct and everything, and clean up your mess. So I think that was one thing that we saw from all this line is, you know, just people trashing this crap out, and it's just stupid. Don't use wire cutter pliers to do your fences, okay? That's just not a good idea. But also splicing. So we hope they helped. We're gonna wrap it up here and kind of move on and get to the next stage and stuff. So we appreciate you joining us. Comment, like, subscribe, all that kind of stuff normally, and we'll catch you up next time, okay? Bye.